Wake up, Raleigh. I'm Matt Peiken, and this is your local newscast for Thursday, December 11th. Legal Aid of North Carolina is bracing for deep service cuts in 2026 after a one-year freeze on grant funding stemming from a provision in this year's Public Safety Act. Wake County Representative Mike Scheitzelt called the funding halt deeply unfortunate, warning it impedes access to justice. Says the freeze slashes $6 million, 15% of their budget, forcing 9 office closures and eliminating 50 staff positions. Quote, "Nobody can fill a $6.5 million hole, period," she said. About 8,000 fewer clients are expected to receive services next year. Read more about this at WUNC. As growth from Raleigh radiates outward, nearby towns like Smithfield are seeing a surge in commercial investment. A Cary-based firm, Twyford Pony Farm LLC, has purchased the WakeMed Primary and Urgent Care building on Brightleaf Boulevard in Smithfield for nearly $2.7 million. The 4,000-square-foot facility was recently renovated and is occupied by a long-term tenant. Manager David Cross said the town's rapid development made the deal attractive. Nearby openings like Slim Chickens and Chicken Salad Chick highlight continued momentum along this key Johnston County corridor. Read more about this in the Triangle Business Journal. In Cary, the town council is facing questions over transparency after a public records request revealed that key decisions were made without council approval. During a work session Tuesday, Mayor Harold Weinbrecht acknowledged the documents, receipts, and emails. During a work session Tuesday, Mayor Harold Weinbrecht acknowledged the documents, receipts, and emails showed information had been withheld from him and council members. He didn't clarify whether the findings were tied to town manager Sean Stiegel, who was placed on paid leave after a November 20th meeting. The town also reimbursed nearly $37,400 in tuition for Mayor Pro Tem Lori Bush, which she later repaid. Read more about this in the News and Observer. A Durham County judge has imposed protest restrictions on Amanda Wallace, founder of Operation Stop CPS, following a no-contact order request by the Director of Social Services. Wallace, who has protested outside the agency and its director's apartment, must now stay 50 feet from the DSS building, avoid using amplified sound, and can't protest with minors present. The ruling came during a highly attended hearing coinciding with a national family advocacy convening. Supporters say the decision chills free speech, while the judge cited the protection of vulnerable children. Read more about this in the Triangle Tribune. And in Raleigh, the North Carolina Board of Massage and Bodywork Therapy faces growing scrutiny over its deep entanglement with a private law firm that serves as both its legal counsel and de facto administrative staff. The firm, Broughton, Wilkins, Sugg, and Thompson, operates out of a downtown office where the board holds its meetings and receives 65% of its licensing revenue, amounting to $2.2 million since 2020. Critics say this long-standing arrangement lacks transparency and may violate state laws banning contingency contracts with private attorneys. Despite internal pushback, the board is expected to renew the contract this month. Read more about this at the Assembly NC. If you haven't already, do sign up for our free daily newsletter. It's basically this newscast in written form. Go to wakeup.ral.transistor.fm. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Wake Up Raleigh. And please share this podcast with your friends who care about this city. I'm Matt Peiken. Thanks so much for starting your weekdays with Wake Up Raleigh.